Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so yesterday the ETF was approved, and so that went through. And what a change of events that was over the weekend, where it was 75% not going to be approved. Those first rounds of ETFs, and then something changed on Sunday when the president of Iran passed away, and then everything just changed, and then boom, okay, we're gonna pass it now. And so, what happened in that time period where the SEC just said, you know, we're gonna pass it now? Did Biden call them? Did the Democrats say, hey, we gotta pass these things because we're not looking good for the elections, and we need to now look good for elections. And so now all of a sudden they're passing the ETF, they're passing crypto laws or regulations, they're passing. Biden's not going to veto anything, right? Something shift that weekend where the Democrats said we're not looking good here. We need to be more crypto friendly. The crypto people are going to vote for Trump. And now all of a sudden they're trying to switch them and become crypto friendly after making our lives a living nightmare for 3.5 years. Now they're pandering to voters to try to steal votes in the last 6 months here, right? So, you know, um, and so when people are voting, they need to realize that eh, take the whole. Don't take what they do in the last 6 months to pander you. Look at what they did when they didn't need you, right? And if you vote Democrat, Gary Gensler gets to stay, and we know he's going to make your life a living nightmare next year, right? If he stays, you know. So you got to take all that into consideration. 3.5 years of HELL under these people, and then 6 months of good just so they can get steal your vote, right? And so you got to remember that. And then also, if we vote them that way, Gary Gensler and his cronies stay, right? And then all of a sudden Biden can go back and veto all these things and actually give Gary even more power. And how we got him. And now Biden doesn't give a crap. This is his last 4 years, and he's going to make sure it's a nightmare for you. So remember that. Don't let 6 months of pandering for votes change your vote. And oh well, Biden's not that. The Biden and Democrats actually aren't that bad anymore. Did you see the last 3 years, 3.5 years? And can you imagine the next four if you allow them to stay in? You know what I mean? They can reverse these things, right? And make your life a complete nightmare, right? So they're doing it for your votes, and then and then what they will do is they will come back and they will reverse all of it, and you'll regret it, right? So understand that this is the game they play for votes. They're gonna give people money in this time period. They're gonna be giving stimulus checks, all types of stuff to swing people's votes, and people need to remember that this is just for your vote. The 3.5 years of HELL still exist, right? And it's going to get even worse if you give them your vote, right? For the next 4 years. You thought this 4 years was bad. Wait till the next 4 years of Biden if he wins, right? Many Americans won't even make it in the next 4 years if Biden wins because they are going to unleash everything on you, you know? So you thought this 4 years was bad. We lost a lot of people in these 4 years in the Biden, right? A lot of your family members are passed away. A lot of people passed away under Biden these last 4 years. Can you imagine the next 4 years? It will be triple or maybe even 10x amount of people that are going to lose their lives. War everywhere, right? Viruses, starvation, homelessness, the destruction of the system. I mean, now that's going to happen under Trump, but at least Trump, on one hand, actually knows some type of financial stuff that he's going to be able to do something. You know what I mean? Um, so it's still gonna be bad regardless who we pick. So it doesn't really matter. It does matter for for people that are religious, or people that have ethics and don't want they want things to be changed in schools, and want things to be changed, and morality type of stuff and things like that. Um, and also when people just want our government to put America first and not last. The Democrats put America last. They're more international, foreign thinking, open borders, let everybody in, destroy our communities, our country doesn't really matter as long as everybody can come in, right? And then the Republicans, not rhinos, but Republicans are more for protect our country, protect our borders, protect our land, protect our homes, protect our family first, family strong, corporation strong, big corporations, small government. So it is what it is. All right. Anyways, so that's what's going on. So that's gonna affect the markets. That's gonna affect crypto. It's gonna affect everything. Now we know that the markets do what they want because of easy money, the employing of easy money, and so if we do see that easy money, then Lunk's going to benefit off of that, right? Lunk's going to go absolutely parabolic into the pennies and dollars if we see easy money just get thrown out there, and just we start seeing printing like we never seen printing before, and they just print until they can't print anymore, and the system self destructs itself, right? I had to dream about that. Remember, I had the dream where they printed so much that the system literally locked up. They print so much that the system locked up. I remember that dream. The system locked up and then just crashed, right? And then they introduced a new digital tokenized system, right? So, and when the system crashed, it took literally everybody with it except for the people that were prepared, right? And so, um, you know, it's kind of interesting because people back in the day talked about when they did the cartoon comic book about the Trump wall back in 19 what was it 92 1992. They talked about there was a comic book about the Trump wall, and then it was homeless people sleeping at the wall. It was America was devastated, economically was devastated. That's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? When the system when they crash everything and they take everybody with them, and they take the middle class with them, and they take your 401ks with them, and your Roth IRAs and all your IRAs and your investment accounts, and everything's wiped to zero. People are gonna be People are gonna be homeless on at the border walls. At the Trump walls is what they call them, right? So this is what's coming. Right now, or will you be a statistic, or will you be somebody that knows this information in advance, that is blessed to know this information in advance? Because how many people know this information in advance? How many people know to be ready? No, I mean, a lot of people don't, right? So you're blessed to know this information. That means God wants you to prosper. God has picked you to prosper. God has picked you to lead and help and teach others, right? So you know the information, you know what to do, so that when this does happen, most likely next year, you're not you're not sitting there at part of the 99% statistics and saying woe is me, and standing in food lines, and hungry and poor. You're part of the new 1%. Okay. And then you can reach back and pull your family members and your friends out of that ditch, right? And many others, right? Because Kim Clement said we're going to be the ones that feed the poor and the sick and the. Why did he say that? Because that's what's going to happen in that time, right? That's what's going to be happening in that time. When they crashed, when they break in the system and they release the dinar and everything, you're gonna have to come back and reach out to all the people and feed the hungry and the sick and the poor, because that's what's gonna be happening in that time period, right? Okay. So, and one of the ways you're going to be able to get wealthy is through Luna Classic, right? So Brad's burning today. With the burning all validated, Brad's going to be burning USTC today. So you still have a chance to send Brad some USTC, send Brad some LUNC. I'm going to do that here before 2 o'clock. Get mine in at the last minute there because of course I'm busy doing all this. And you guys have no excuse. You have no excuse to not send Brad his. I'm gonna put his information in the description section, right? It's already pinned. It's already in the Patreon comment section on both videos. It's on his Twitter. It's on my Twitter. There's no excuse, guys and girls. There's no excuse, right, to not help us repeg USTC, especially when you see the Oracle pool draining. There's no excuse. You all work. You all get paid. You all got money. You just spend it on dumb stuff. And then you complain all day, right? So, at some point, very soon here, I'm not going to listen to no more complaints. And I'm not going to make any videos complaining anymore as well on your behalf. Because a lot of these videos, I'm complaining on your behalf. I'm taking your pain and frustration and I'm putting it in video. I'm not gonna do that no more, right? And so you guys use me as a voice, and then I complain to the world about what you guys are going through. That's basically what happens, right? And that's not gonna happen anymore because it's time to shut up and do the work and work together or get off the pot. You either get off the pot or you work together and we get this thing done, right? So so send Brad LUNC and USTC for Friday repay, and then guess what? The total of that amount, 1 million X of that will be burned for INU INU. Okay. And you get INU INU for free. The next airdrop is coming on June 1st, right? The snapshot and then the airdrop follows after that, right? So you're getting INU INU for free, right? So some of us already got 2 airdrops of INU, and some of you guys got 1 airdrop. You get INU INU for free. So if you help burn USTC, you're gonna burn 1 million X INU INU. That means if we burn 100,000 USTC today, that means we're gonna burn 100 billion INU INU. That's a 1 million X. Okay. So it's 100 billion INU. If we burn 1 million LUNC tokens, if we burn 1 million USTC tokens today, we're gonna burn 1 trillion INU INU today, right? And then we're burning again tomorrow, right? So we're burning INU INU again tomorrow, all right? So I want to do another big burn tomorrow. CEO and Brad are taking care of the one today. I'll take care of the one tomorrow. So just my Ethereum address is there. You can send me Ether. I'll send it over. I did tweet it on my Ethereum address where my INU INU is at, so you guys can send me INU INU, or you can send me Ethereum. Okay. So, or you can just use my other Ethereum address and I'll just transfer it over. Okay. So right now I have 200 billion INU INU for burns for Saturday. Let's let's ramp that up into the trillions. Let's burn trillions and let's get this thing going. What are we waiting on, right? So we're doing the work. It's only a few of us that are doing the work, and we're making a lot of progress. But of course, if we had everybody helping, or at least 50% of the people helping, we would already been done. Complete supply would have already been burnt by now, right? And the token probably would have already been up at 100,000%. We're only getting 5% to 1 to 5% of people actually helping to do anything, and it's really and not. I don't even think we're getting 1%, right? I mean, Brad said it was only like 50 people. You know what I mean? So it's like we got thousands of people who watch these videos on Twitter and Facebook, and hundreds of people who watch it on YouTube because I'm shadow banned like crazy on here. But thousands of people watch these videos on Twitter and Facebook, and then YouTube is about 300 people, 300 to 500 people. So it's like we should already, like, these things should be already done if we get the help. But people just watch videos and then they do nothing, right? And then they just want to complain, and I'm gonna be done with complaining. I'm gonna be done with complaining. I'm gonna be done with complaining on your behalf. At some point we gotta just either shut up or we gotta do the work. It's either gonna be one of the two, right? So all right, so that's what's gonna happen there, and you got USTC here as well. Just everything's sideways today. Not much action going on. Winnie the Pooh's up though. Winnie the Pooh's going crazy. And shout out to everybody with Pepe. That was an awesome call. on Patreon for Pepe. We congratulate everybody today on that. It actually hit our second target. Our first target was like 1250. Then we put a second target of 1500 on there, and both targets got hit. So congrats to everybody from Pepe. So I gave that Pepe alert 2 weeks ago. So if I don't see people helping Brad out with USTC and Lunk after that epic Pepe call, because I know people made a ton of money off of that, or you know what I mean, or doing something, you know what I mean. Then I'm gonna be really mad. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we have outperformed the markets on Patreon. You guys should have money. If you don't have money and you're on Patreon, how is that possible when we have outperformed the markets? Right? And so gave you Pepe 2.0. That thing was up over 100%. Gave you Pepe. That thing went completely nuts. So it's 6 billion market cap. INU was up 78% last week. Right? You know what I mean? Like you could have took half off the table there or whatever. You got the tokens for free. I'm not selling my free tokens. My airdrops are gonna stay with me. I'm probably gonna keep. I'm probably gonna let my airdrops accumulate all the way into next year, and then to the peak of the bull cycle. Then I'll probably cash out my ENU. That's what I'm thinking of doing, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how if Inu skyrockets on 10,000, 100,000%, then I'm taking profits, right? But if it doesn't, and we continue to burn rest of this year and to next year, then it explodes next year into the peak of the bull cycle. Maybe it's a $10 billion market cap, $50 billion market cap next year. I'll take my profits there, and then all of my free tokens will be worth millions of dollars, maybe $1 billion, right? If I have a trillion tokens at 50 billion on market, I don't know how much that is. And we only have, let's say we only have at that time we only have like 50 trillion tokens left, and I got a trillion tokens, then that's $1 billion, right? So if you do the math, right? But anyway, we're just projecting. We don't know what's going to happen. We just got to continue to burn tokens and work together. The whole point of this is working together, though, because the people, the kingdom of God refuses to work together, and we're literally having to force ourselves to work together just so that we can so that we don't become part of the 99%, and when they crash the system that is coming very quickly, right? And so it's sad that we have to force people, we have to say it 1,000 times for people just to work with other kingdom people. It's very sad, and it's kind of sickening that we have kingdom people who refuse to work with other people, and yet they want a wealth transfer. Like it's really sickening. But that's what's happening right now, and unfortunately, and all they can all most people think care about is like politics and stuff. I hate politics. I don't care about this stuff. And you guys can argue thousands of years about Donald Trump and Biden and all this stupid stuff. I can't. It's just ridiculous. A waste of energy, waste of time. All right. The burn tax is here, but there's no body on there. So I'm surprised people are actually voting yes on this, because how do you implement something that has no body and no instructions except for increase burn tax to 1.5? Like there's no like what type of increase are you looking for? How do you want to do the increase? How like there's no body and instructions on how to increase it and which way you can increase, because there's several ways to increase the burn tax. So there's no instructions on anything. It's just a mockery, right? And so I'm surprised these people are voting yes on something that says increase the burn tax 1.5, but there's no explanation on how to get it done, who's actually going to get it done. I mean, they haven't even implemented the Oracle pool. The .10% on the Oracle pool has not even been implemented, I don't think. Brad, if you're listening, can you get an update on that for us? I think I told you a couple days ago, but of course you're busy with all the other stuff that you guys are doing. So I don't know. Anyways, no one even really cares. Anyways, nothing is getting implemented in the LUNC community. Anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And then this one's gonna pass, and that's gonna be over 19 hours. So okay. This is crazy. All right. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody wants to work together. Nobody wants to help out. Nobody wants to repeg. Nobody wants to do anything. Now they're mocking 1.5% burn tax with no body, and people are voting yes. I mean, it's just, it's incredible, the stupidity in this. Oh man, almost makes you want to walk away. Like, what are we doing? You know, like I don't want to be part of it. Like Snippy said, I want to be part of winners. What is this, man? This is not winning mentality. This is stupidity, right? So I want to be with winners, man. Like, what are y'all? What are we doing in this community? This is embarrassing. All right, you can see the Oracle pools draining as always. Lung communities up, community pools going up. Nice. And let's check out the stats before we do that. 1.2 billion came in. Okay. And we got some people. We got Terra Casino burning. All right. And all nodes got 420 million. And then Solid Vote got lost 390 million. Okay. And then let's see if the anything here. Jailed is Luna Punks is jailed. Okay. And now let's go to the validators. Some of them are good, many of them are bad. It's up to you to decide who is who. And yesterday I talked about Christopher's Jesus is Lord community, and I said I'm kind of shocked that they haven't gone all in to get Jesus is Lord 1 and 2 into the top five, and then start putting out their proposals that they want to put out. Um, so that we can get off get off this pot here and actually get things done, or at least they can get things done for their way, right? Because it's either we sit here and die, it's a slow death, or somebody takes over in this war between Happy Caddy Crypto, Jesus is Lord, and Moon Rabbit, and then they do their proposal, and then they just take over and they start doing their proposals, and all their proposals pass, and then they get somebody to implement their proposals, and then people decide if that's a good thing for the community or not. So, and if it's not, then people will start rebelling. You know what I mean? And we get the rebellion going, right? So, but I'm shocked that Jesus Lord but 1 and 2 is not in the top five, and they're not putting out their proposals. That's exactly what I thought they were going to do, right? That's what they told us they were going to do. That they were angry, they were going to seek revenge, and they were going to, from all the things that are going on in this community and people, the way people are talking to them, and yet that didn't happen. So I was just kind of shocked, kind of surprised by that. But just what it is. I think what happened is a lot of them got distracted by all these Solana meme coins and all these meme coins on the base network, and so people get distracted and they go do other things and they put their money in towards other things. That's probably what happened. All right, and that's probably what's happening with the burnout validator as well. People are putting their money towards all these other things instead of coming in and staking with the burnout validator and then enjoying the INU INU rewards and LUNC rewards and USTC rewards and helping us repeg. They're chasing all these other meme coins, and many people are getting completely rugged. And and every time they get a paycheck, they go and they chase 5 or 10 meme coins, hoping for to strike a good one, and it's almost like playing the lottery now, right? And instead of just doing what you were supposed to do, which is just come in here, build with the burned off validator, collect your LUNC tokens, collect your USTC, collect your INU INU airdrops, and build and burn. You know, everybody else is starting to go off in other ways, and it's just they're just wasting their money, right? And they're losing a lot. Some of you guys are winning. Some of you guys have won a lot as well. But most people have lost a lot of money chasing these other meme coins because you're getting it at the wrong time. Some of you guys got lucky, got in at the right time. But most people are getting in at the wrong time, and they're becoming exit liquidity on a lot of these meme plays, right? So be careful on that. But if you get in at the bottom, then you're good, right? And then you get the cash out. And the problem is that you're cashing out and you're not coming back to the burn it all validator to support. You're cashing out, and you're going to chase more meme coins, and then you get wrecked, and you lose $20,000, and you can't tell nobody about it, right? And then we don't hear from you, you know. And it's like, what happened to this person? What happened to that person? I mean, I could say that about at least 1,000 people, right, over the last 5 years. I'm like, what happened to this person? What happened to that? And a lot of the same stories. Well, I made 10,000 over here, and then I lost it all over here. It's like, dang, dog. You know what you could have done with $10,000 staking on Lavita AI, or staking with the LUNC community, or staking with Cosmos ATOM or something. You could, maybe sell some, or put it in the flare and get your monthly dividends, and your staking every Tuesday and Thursday, and build up your portfolio. Like, instead, you guys take that and go, let me double it and triple it, and then you lose. Then you get rug pulled by some token, I don't know. I know Ronnie has a new token. Shout out to Rodney. He got a new token called Daddy Coin. And Daddy. That's funny. But so shout out to Rodney on the Daddy Coin. I wonder if Jake's gonna bring out his own coin. Maybe Jake's coin should be Batty. So Rodney's a Daddy, and then Jake's new coin could be Batty. That's funny. Batty and Daddy. Oh man, what a coincidence. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video.